Those who will lead us tomorrow are those who have the ability to learn at the speed of light. Because the greatest computer ever made in this world still remains the human brain. Imagine what happens when the human brain fuses with artificial intelligence that doesn't wear out as fast as we do. Hi everybody, welcome to another Tech Up Port Harcourt. This is the 2025 edition. The theme for this year is Tech and You, the opportunities now and the future. So allow me to speak on the theme, and I hope that with the few nuggets I will share, it can stir up something in you to take charge of your life and get prepared for the future ahead. A brief introduction, who am I? My name is Precious Chukundah, a runaway electronic engineer, never practiced one day, and by the grace of God, I'm opportune to lead a few companies, setting the pace in different industries. So let's begin, Tech and You. In order to chart the path for the future and understand what's happening now, let's take a look at the past a little bit. We won't be going too far into the past. Let's talk about Industry 3.0. That was the previous industrial revolution before the present one. The world has undergone several advancements in diverse areas, and before Industry 4.0, which is the current revolution, we had 3.0. 3.0 gave rise to things like the internet, social media, digital technology, automation, transforming diverse industries like manufacturing, communication, and so on. There's a reason I'm talking about Industry 3.0. Take note, because I'm going to ask a question later in the future of this talk for us to really understand which industrial revolution do you think you are. Remember, the world is currently in 4.0 and preparing for 5.0. However, this is 3.0. Social media, the internet, automation, and even the other businesses that we know like e-commerce and so on. Do these things I'm mentioning sound familiar to you? Examples of things that came up during the third industrial revolution, which is Industry 3.0, Facebook, Twitter, and so on, including factory assembly lines with robots. Now let's move on. This is where the world is today. Industry 4.0, or the fourth industrial revolution. What is this about? The fourth industrial revolution gave rise to the fusion of technology that blurred the line between reality and virtual reality. I would have said the real things and unreal things, but you know what I mean. It's a world driven by crazy advancements like AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, and the Internet of Things. Examples of technologies that we know today in this Industry 4.0 are coming back home, payment infrastructure like that of Flutterwave, which uses AI and real-time data to detect fraud and ensure seamless financial transactions across Africa. Another big example of what is happening with Industry 4.0 today are smart factories with autonomous robots, AI-powered quality control, and predictive maintenance. And of course, we see things like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and so on, the rise of several AI models, disrupting things like NLP. You find AI writing code for you, creating images, creating videos. That's where we are today. And finally, what is the future? Industry 5.0, the fifth industrial revolution. Each industrial revolution piggybacks on the previous one. So obviously, this one is going to ride on Industry 4.0, and it is where humans and these emerging technologies that we have created in 4.0 begin to merge. Think about it. In 4.0, it deals with the machines, the AI and stuff, doing a lot of work all by themselves. 5.0 is human and AI together, serious collabo to advance the world. You will find factories using artificial intelligence and robots who will work alongside humans to create products efficiently, as well as optimize their processes to suit each individual's abilities. Imagine what can happen with farming. AI will provide insights using several data points, but then the humans, say farmers in this case, will make the final decision based on those insights to ensure sustainable agriculture. So the bottom line is Industry 3.0 started what we see today with the advent of the internet, social media, e-commerce, and so on. Industry 4.0 is taking us a step further: artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, people working with Arduino boards, robotics, and so on. Industry 5.0 is fusing everything together with humans, because the greatest computer ever made in this world still remains the human brain. Imagine what happens when the human brain fuses with artificial intelligence that doesn't wear out as fast as we do. Now let's come back to the Wahala question, the main question, or the reason I said let's look at the past 3.0, the present 4.0, and the future 5.0. Quick question for you: where do you think Nigeria is right now? Or let's make it better, where do you think Port Harcourt, Nigeria is right now? Are we ready for the future? Are we actually working in the present? Or are we still living in the past? I'll leave you to answer that question for yourself. But moving on, there are skills you need to learn to prepare yourself for the future. Now, these are the skills that will get you ready for 5.0. For someone in the audience here who wants to dream beyond the mediocre landscape you found yourselves, these are the skills to prep yourselves with. Just to mention a few areas that Industry 5.0 will disrupt and the skills necessary for those areas. In artificial intelligence and machine learning, you need to start learning programming languages like Python. You need to learn things like TensorFlow and other AI and ML technologies. You need to learn about AI ethics. AI is giving rise to discussions around ethics. You need to think and brainstorm how AI will affect different industries, including the industry you find yourself. You don't have to come and be a techie. You can learn how this technology affects your particular industry and prepare for it. Next up, in robotics and automation, if that's where you want to go, you need to start thinking about understanding how Arduino boards work, Raspberry Pi. You need to start thinking about robotics, learn how collaborative robots work. You need to understand how AI-powered drones work as well. The next area being disrupted is in data science and big data analysis. You need to learn things like SQL, Power BI, Python. You need to learn and understand predictive analysis for businesses and other industries. In UI UX, of course, product designers, you're not going to be left behind. Everything is about experience. And recently, I don't like saying UI UX anymore. I just say UX because everything is UX really. Even the interface is actually an experience. If you have a bad interface, definitely you're going to have a bad experience. So in UX design, you need to start thinking about UX for AI. What is it going to feel like? What is it going to be like? UX for voice interfaces. You need to start thinking, how do I become a UI designer in this space? And a lot of it has to do with inclusive design and accessibility. Accessibility is no longer for those who are not able. It's for everyone right now because we all love ease. Another area is the brain and computer interface. People like Elon Musk talking about connecting the human brain to computers to actually do stuff. That's Industry 5.0 right there, staring us in the face. So learn about neural networks, learn about augmented reality and virtual reality development, very key. Learn about neural interfaces and wearable AI. And finally, for now, there are several other areas, but I'll just stop here. Sustainable and green tech. Everybody is talking about going green right now. Of course, it looks like the oil drilling is not gonna stop. I mean, if it stops now, really, the world is just gonna go crazy, right? However, the world keeps advancing to protect the planet. So you learn about renewable energy systems, smart grid technology, and circular economy. What is this? You know, the water cycle, rain is neither created nor destroyed. It's just the same water that God created from the beginning that goes up and down. And also humans are building tech that will recycle. Nowadays, even our physics, water is being used to generate electricity. So these are things that are exciting about the future. Now, these are several areas. I'm not saying go and learn everything. Pick an area that is closest to your industry and see how you can start developing your skills to get ready for the disruptions that will be happening in that area. And of course, I won't leave out the soft skills for the future because a lot of these things come and human interaction are going to be really, really limited or super enhanced in some cases. While developing yourselves in the technical skills, don't leave out the soft skills. You need to develop yourself to be a critical thinker and an all-round problem solver. Entrepreneurship and business strategy is something that will set you apart. Entrepreneurship does not mean starting a business. You can be working for someone and think entrepreneurial. That's how you advance. And then, of course, global collaboration and remote work culture. The world is completely borderless. I am somewhere 6,000 miles across the world speaking to you right now. I'll leave you with one key information. Do you know how you can also find out more things to learn or more skills that you need to acquire to prepare for Industry 5.0? Come closer, this is a big secret. Go to the dev blogs, the top tech companies in the world, and read what they are talking about. It's that simple. Open Microsoft blog today, go to IBM, go to OpenAI's blog, and so on, and read the information they post on those blogs weekly. Then you will see where the world is shifting to. Then find out what technologies do I need to learn to be able to fit into this future being created. If you don't want to take any message I have said today, do this one and you won't regret it. To wrap up this session, I'll leave you with this. It's something I learned listening to a video from Mark Cuban. Sit down, ask yourself, where will the world be in 5 years? Think, research, like I said, go to those blogs, read, and visualize where do you think the world will be in 5 years? And do you know how to stay ahead? You need to try to get there before the time. And that's how you keep yourself in the journey with the tech leaders of this world. The future is for those who are ready. Start small, start where you are, learn fast, and experiment. Those who will lead us tomorrow are those who have the ability to learn at the speed of light. So my people, stay visible, and until I come to you again, thank you so much and God bless you. My name is Precious Chukundah. Thank you for listening to me.